I kid you guys not, man. I had a rough night. A nice night though, don't get it wrong, but your boy is so tired of last night. I had a little party last night. A little party. Not too much, not too much. Enjoy this video. I don't think I've spoken about this before, at least not from what I can recall or remember, but I've been to numerous amount of parties. I've been to like 2 or 4 parties in my life, and my god, were they boring, most of them at least. I've got some bad experience with alcohol. Like if I had to choose between smoking and alcohol, probably take the first one, because I feel like, let's say weed and alcohol, I feel like weed is you can just control yourself way better, and it's like very mellow and stuff, it's very chill. Alcohol really can turn you into something else or someone else. I've noticed that as well when I drink, hence the reason why I like hardly drink in the first place. I don't drink at all. Last night was exceptional. I'm so tired, I swear to god. I normally say I'm always tired, but like you can see it in my eyes. I'm gorgeous, by the way, thank you. I actually want to show you some paintings. This painting I bought yesterday. Gorgeous, right? The first time I was drunk, I think I was drunk, at least I don't know, I think I was quite young. We was by the beach, like this pool party house, right? My brother, my mom and dad, and my cousin at the time, or cousin, I don't know, cousin, nephew, I don't know, cousin, yeah. I don't even know how late it was, I don't even remember how old I was, but I had ordered a 0% alcohol, so like no alcohol in it. Bear in mind, I had a shitload of food before the alcohol, because there was real alcohol in it apparently, like 5%. I had chicken nuggets. I had like 6 of these hot dog snacks things from Beefy, which I don't know how what you guys call it in the USA. We call it Beefy. As a meat eater, you like them. They're just very spicy. Like fuck, it's nasty. I never actually liked them. They smell like farts. But anyway, right. That was the first time I think I don't even think I was drunk. I had the whole can, which was like 250 milliliters. I had like the whole can of that, but that was a crazy night, bro. I remember we walked all the way back home with all of us. My brother, I think it was when he got his house, when he bought his house with his wife. I don't know, God knows actually. It don't matter, right? So we come back home, right? It's like 1, 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm feeling sick. I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta go to the toilet. But before I reached the toilet, I puked the whole fucking door under my mom and dad. I kid you guys not, I swear to god, man, I puked the whole door under. Like trying to hold in, and then I puked the whole staircase under. Like, that was so disgusting, like, oh my god. So they were cleaning for a whole hour, and me just casually sleeping in bed after that, like, nice. Like, the food that came out, oh man, the unsolved bread crumbs, the unsolved chicken nuggets at the time. Oh, that was disgusting, honestly. That was so nasty. And you know what the thing is with the puke? I don't know if you realize it, but when you puke, it burns. Like, I don't know why it burns. I never understood it with puke. Like, well, how come it burns when you throw up? Never understood it. At least I've always had burn. Like, it always burns. I feel like it's not meant to come out, but I guess that's the reason why it burns, I suppose. So the second time was actually very, very strange. This was at a party back at school with like the friends at those times, right, which I don't talk to anymore. They invited me to their house. Bear in mind, right, she was my bestie at the time, best friend, this and that. She was at my school, and bear in mind, right, she invited me to like a birthday in around December 2018, I think. It was really, really chill. I think it was Turkish or something, Turkish Moroccan. Yeah, no, I think they were Turkish. Most of them were Turkish, but very, very cool. Me and a friend, I think. Yeah, me and a friend at the time. Yeah, me and a friend. I'm not gonna say his name. Him and me, we were actually quite good friends in high school. Like, really good friends, actually. But I don't speak to anyone on my school anymore. Like, I swear to God, I don't speak to anyone anymore. Like, I just said, fuck it, I'm blocking everyone. Because I always feel like, what's the point of me keeping contact with you, right? If you never even care of hitting me up and say, hey, let's go chill out. I feel like people that only like speaking to you when it comes out for them beneficial. I feel like when people only hit you up on WhatsApp but don't even care or bother to link up with you, I'm like, what's the freaking point of having contacts? You know, it's always kind of like pissed me off a little bit. And hence the reason why I don't speak to anyone from my school, nor my ex-girlfriend, nor Jimmy anymore. You guys know, I've put it on Instagram posts, this and that, Snapchat, this and that. If you're wondering why I don't speak to him anymore, it's not that we had beef, not at all. Well, we had actually a little bit of an argument a year ago, but that wasn't even his fault. It was my fault, to be honest. I was just being an asshole to him, but I feel like I just stopped speaking to him because he went his way and I went my way. Let's just keep it like that. People grow up, and I've got to accept that. But everyone has their off and on days. Let's be honest here, right? Jimmy was very cool. Don't get it wrong. Like in general, if you just act chill with him, he's cool. He'd also be a little bit crazy out of his mind, but I don't speak to Jimmy anymore, and we don't have any beef. Like I said, none of that. I guess we all grow up eventually. You see, friends don't really last that long, especially in high school and elementary. Don't get it wrong. I know I'm kind of like off the topic of drunk first. Let me just talk about this quickly and I'll go back. I had a good friend of mine, Jaden. He was actually my first black friend ever. Like, I'm not even kidding. He was really a cool kid, man. I don't speak to him anymore, if any of you guys are wondering, because of the choices that he was starting to make, and also with the people he started to hang around. I felt a little bit uncomfortable hanging around these people because these people did have like strange connections and also a little bit of suspicious activities going on outside of school times. Like, I'd rather not get into the details, but I think you can understand what I mean. As someone who knows the consequences of doing stuff that is not legal, I didn't want to become a part and participate in whatever they were doing. Don't get it wrong, he was a good kid. It's just a shame that he grew up in a neighborhood, fortunately, that he grew up in. I've been to his home multiple times. I've been in the area, and I can say that, like, the area isn't, let's say it's not comparable to my neighborhood. Like, very, very clean. Police drive there often as well. Here, like, nothing at all, because nothing happens here. He was a very good kid, don't get it wrong, but I knew him since elementary. We went to the same high school after that. I think, like, since high school, we just started to go downhill with him. He started to become more verbally aggressive. He started to become more independent and just be very arrogant. But you're wondering, did he finish his school? I don't actually know if he finished his school. Like I said, I don't speak to him anymore. I hope so. I hope everyone that I was friends with at the time are doing well. The school I went to, right, it wasn't in the best located area. Let me keep it like that. The people at school, like the teachers, were very, very good. I can vouch for them, like they were very good, and I appreciate my teacher for that. But anyways, enough of that. Let's go to the drinking. So we were at that party, right, with the friend, with them, right. The oldest there, like, I wasn't the oldest, obviously. I was 16. My other friend was 15 at the time. Other was 14, and the other was 13 or something. Yeah, 13. She had invited 2 people. One of those people were also at my school at the time, I know. I don't even remember her name. Swear to God, I don't remember. I don't care neither. I don't care, none of them. I think they broke up eventually, but they had brought alcohol with, right? Like Bacardi and Smirnoff or something. So we do like this round of the bottle. Like the bottle game. I think it's very, very popular in the USA. It's popular here as well. You spin the bottle and then you like do truth and dares. So from there on, we kept taking shots, drinking more, and eventually I was a little bit tipsy. For your information, feeling tipsy is, I don't know, it depends really on how you experience it yourself. Like, I really I don't like alcohol that much. You see, I've noticed with alcohol is something that you just can't, it's so controllable over yourself. Like, it can make you do stupid things compared to like weed or something. I know I've said my shares and stuff about weed, but honestly, if I had to choose, those letters definitely over alcohol. I just feel like alcohol is so strong and it's way too overpowering over your self-consciousness. I feel like if you're drunk or intoxicated a little bit, you intend to do things you're not meant to or don't necessarily would do if you're sober. I mean, I've done it as well. One of those people at the party I had kissed. I think the 15-year-old, the 14-year-old. I don't know. 14 and 16, that ain't that weird in my opinion. I know I made a video about a couple of months ago. She was about somebody who was 17 and 13. That shit is weird. I'm just keep it very real. God damn, that's some weird stuff, right? But I think she was 15. Maybe she was, no, she was 15. She was 15. She wasn't 14, right? She was 15. I just remembered. Keegan saying that to try and beat the case. No, I'm not. I know I got some here. 14 and 16, 15 and 16 is pretty reasonable, but we had kissed at night. That's the biggest mistake I made. I was a bit intoxicated, but I could still think pretty well. I think me and my dad after that party, like he picked me up. I was at the party around 6. He picked me up at around 11ish. I remember I had my gold watch on. I had a Puma long sleeve. I had the Jordan 4 Wings Retro, and I had some Defend London pants on. Very, very cool. It was a very cool night, like, don't get it wrong, but I feel like it wasn't a real actual authentic party. Like, what would you guys consider as an actual party? I kid you guys not. What do I see as a party? I see it as a party just going out with total strangers or friends and just partying and making fun, this and that. I would love to go to like an actual official party once in my life. Not necessarily have to get drunk, no, but just, you see, you don't even need to get drunk or have alcohol to have fun. Obviously alcohol can participate in having more fun, but it's also less healthy. Let's be honest here. Like, I know it's not healthy, but I always think like, screw my guy, you live once. Obviously sometimes you just have to do things that maybe aren't the best choices after all. But yeah, that party was pretty lame. The only thing, as I swear to God, the only thing that was good or cool about it was the music and the people there. It was pretty chill. The house was like, god damn, the house was small though. I remember the house was like a square block, like smaller than the UK size houses. Like, I kid you guys not, that house is probably like 6 times smaller than our house. But that's what their parents could afford. Her parents were Turkish immigrants from Turkey, and the immigration thing is very difficult here, you know. There's also a lot of discrimination in the Netherlands as well. I know her mom worked on like the metro, this and that. It's not something she necessarily liked talking about because she felt embarrassed. I was like, honestly, why would you feel embarrassed? Your mom's working, at least, you know. Look at it like that. She's providing for you guys. She's providing shelter and food and money for you guys on the plate. Even though it may not be quite a lot, it's still money at the end of the day that she's making for you guys and herself. Everyone has to start somewhere, you know. See, like I said as well, if it weren't for me being able to do this YouTube full time, I would have got my goddamn ass off and got a real job as well, which I am probably thinking of doing. I just have to see like full time YouTube and study as well with a job on the side. If I can manage to do that, I don't want to have a burnout potentially like my brother had 2.5 years, like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. My brother had a burnout, for you guys wondering. His left or right leg is completely, it doesn't work. Like, you can kick him as hard as you can punch him, you won't feel nothing. His nerve system has died away. He's verlamd, as you would say. I don't know, but yeah. I don't actually know what her dad did for a living. I don't know. I never asked her. Like, and that didn't interest me as well, honestly. But yeah, that was basically it. First time being drunk, I suppose, and the second time. But yeah, I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys have been enjoying these videos, man. It really means a lot to me that you guys like seeing the content as well. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later in a new video. Peace out, man.